Let's begin today's class in a seated position. So come and find a seat on your mat with your legs crossed in front of you. Spine reaches long, head reaches long. Shoulders drop down your back, hands resting on your thighs. Palms facing up or down. Close your eyes as you begin to arrive to the mat, to this class, to yourself. Noticing your breathing, noticing sounds, noticing how your clothes or your mat feels, how the air feels against your skin. And inhale, bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest and set an intention for this practice. Something to repeat every time your hands come to this position. Repeat it to yourself silently now. And sealing it in. Inhale your arms up long overhead. And exhale for a side stretch to the right. Right arm comes down to the ground. Right hand comes down to the ground. Left arm long overhead. Rooting through the left hip. Twist the chest open towards the sky. Keeping your ear close to your bicep. Finding length. As you inhale to come back through center, arms reach long. And exhale to the left. Left hand comes down. Right arm sweeps long overhead, opening the chest. Inhale, back through center, arms up long. And exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand comes to the left knee, the right knee. Inhaling to find length in the spine and exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale to come back through center, arms overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes to the left knee. Keeping it gentle. Inhale to come back through center, arms overhead. And exhale, your hands down to your thighs. Come into butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana, bound angle, pressing your soles of your feet together. And finding a comfortable distance away, maybe tucking your feet close to you or pushing them further out. So you grasp onto your feet and inhale to lengthen the spine, open the chest, and exhale to fold forward. Maybe you're keeping the length in your spine and seeing how far you can fold. Or maybe you're letting the spine round and attempting to bring your forehead to your feet. Inhale to lift up out of the fold. And exhale, make your way into table. Hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Engage the abs. And take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this along with your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine and table. Inhaling here. And exhale into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Taking time in this first down dog of the day to pedal out the feet or wag the hips side to side, whatever movements feel good for you. While still lifting your hips up to the sky and letting the heels sink down towards the mat. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale into pigeon. Right knee comes to the right wrist. Right shin aiming towards parallel to the front of the mat. And inhaling to open your chest, keeping the hips balanced over the center, not falling over to one side. And exhale to fold forward over the leg. Keeping the left foot straight and not sickling inwards. As you take in deep breaths and open up this hip. Maybe finding that you have a little more space now to come closer to the ground. And inhale to lift up. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Slowly, gently, mindfully lifting up and placing your foot. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale into pigeon on the left side. Left knee comes to left wrist. Shin aims to go towards parallel to the top of the mat. Right foot is straight, not sickling inwards. Hips are balanced as you inhale. And exhale to fold over the shin. Noticing if this side is any different. And always having the option in these poses to fold up your mat or grab a blanket if you need a little support under the back knee, if the ground is too hard. Inhale to lift up out of the fold and exhale into downward facing dog, mindfully picking up the foot and silently setting it back down. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, thighs or the ground. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute, coming to stand, arms overhead. And exhale, your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the abs. And exhale, chaturanga, halfway down, elbows in tight. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest, flip the toes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs or the ground, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, your hands to the center of your chest, repeating that intention again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, keep the length as you hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward folds. Inhale, step back to plank, hands directly under shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, reaching long, and exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention once more. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward dog, planting the hands, stepping back, hips up and back. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, and exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Taking a moment to square the hips, pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Inhale into warrior two. Arms spiral up, back heel spirals down, gazing over the right hand. Opening the chest, let the shoulders relax down away from your ears as you bend into that front knee, making sure the knee is in line with your ankle, not tilting inward, not going over the toes. Inhale to straighten the front leg, and exhale, triangle, hinging forward, bringing the right hand down to the ground or the shin or a block. And the left arm is long overhead, straight, reaching through the left fingertips, reaching down through the right fingertips, reaching down through the left leg, opening the hips. Inhale back up into warrior two, bending the knees, the front knee, extending your hands out long. Inhaling here. And exhale, low lunge, cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Inhaling here. And exhaling it out. Move your right foot to the edge of the mat, bringing your right hand inside the leg for lizard. Option to lower your left knee down to the mat. And option to come down onto your forearms. If you're coming down onto your forearms, make sure that your chest is still open, pulling those shoulders back. Breathing into the hip. Keeping the neck neutral. One more inhale. And as you exhale, return to low lunge, bringing the right foot back towards the middle of the mat. Right hand comes to the outside. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and exhale, low lunge. Step the foot forward between the hands. Take a moment to square the hips, pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward. And inhale up into warrior two. Arms spiral up, right heel spirals down. Gaze over the left fingertips. Chest is open, left knee is bent. Pulling that knee more towards the pinky toe, not letting it sink in. And finding a lift through the hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to straighten the front leg and exhale into triangle, hinging forward and dropping your left hand down, right arm long overhead, reaching to the sky. Again, maybe noticing if you need to grab a block for this side to bring the floor up towards your hand. And noticing if this side is any different. Hips open, reaching through every limb. And inhale, coming back up to warrior two, bending through the front knee, arms to the sides. And exhale, low lunge, cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Inhaling here and letting it out. On your next inhale, moving into lizard, walking your left foot out to the edge of the mat, bringing the left hand to the inside. Always the option to drop the back knee down to the mat. Inhaling here. And maybe exhaling and coming down onto your forearms. Again, opening the chest if choosing to do so. One more inhale. And exhale, make your way back into low lunge. Left foot comes back to the center of the mat, left hand to the outside. Inhale, gently step back to plank. Focus on picking up that foot gently and quietly. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Taking one more inhale in this down dog. And exhale, child's pose. Drop the knees down to the mat, sink the hips back, letting the forehead rest on the mat. So you take nice, deep, refreshing breaths in and letting it sigh out. Letting the muscles relax. And inhale, come and find a seated position. And extend your legs out long in front of you for Dandasana. Maybe pulling the flesh away from your sits bones to find a more rooted seat. Flexing through your feet as you inhale and extend the arms up long overhead, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold forward over the legs, keeping the knees bent a little bit or a lot, wherever you'd like. Always having the option to use a strap too in this pose. Placing the strap around your feet and holding onto it to help you find length. Maybe on every inhale, lengthening your spine, and every exhale, pulling yourself towards your legs. Or letting your spine round. But closing your eyes and breathing deeply either way. Inhale and begin to lift yourself up out of the folds. And exhale, slowly lie down, making your way onto your back. Inhale your knees into your chest and find reclined cow face legs. Cross your right leg over your left, knees lining up or aiming to line up. And grab on to your shins with each hand, pulling your legs towards you. Maybe feeling this in your outer hip. Letting your head relax against the mat. One more inhale. And exhale, uncross the legs. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, switch sides, crossing the left leg over the right, lining up the knees, and grabbing onto the shins with your hands. Pull the legs towards you. Noticing if this side feels any different than the other. Inhale and exhale, uncross the legs, keeping the knees tucked in at the center of the chest. Find a supine eagle twist legs here. Crossing the right leg over the left again, just like before, and this time aiming to hook the right foot around the left shin. Inhaling here. And exhale, drop the legs over to the left. Right arm extends out long, gaze over the right fingertips. Feeling the stretch maybe through the hip, finding the deep twist in the back. If your foot doesn't reach all the way around the shin, that's okay. You can take this twist just as crossed at the knees, or if all of that is too intense, you can simply take the supine twist without crossed legs. Inhale, bringing the knees back to the center of the chest. And as you exhale, unwind the legs. Inhaling here. And exhale to twist the legs the other way, crossing the left leg over the right, aiming to wrap the left foot around the right shin, around the right calf. Inhaling and exhale, drop the legs over to the right, extending the left arm out long and gaze goes over those left fingertips. And close your eyes and relax into the pose. Again, as you notice if this side is any different, maybe you can find the full eagle legs on this side and not the other. Or maybe this side you need to just take as a regular supine twist. Noticing either way, not judging, just noticing. Inhale and bring the knees back to the center of the chest. Exhale and unwind the legs. Inhale and give your knees a big hug. And exhale for Shavasana, lowering everything down to the mat. Finding whatever pose is most comfortable for you here. Snuggling the shoulder blades underneath you so that they lie flat. Taking up as much space as you'd like with your arms and your legs. Letting the fingers curl. Let the toes fall to the sides. Letting the muscles in your face relax. The lips part. And letting go of your breath as we remain here. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling slowly out. Taking another deep breath in and letting it out. Slowly coming back into the space around you. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And slowly make your way over onto one side, maybe using your arm as a pillow. Taking your time to get there. And slowly push yourself up into a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed if it's comfortable. And bringing your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Bow your head towards your hands. And repeat the intention you set at the beginning of practice once again. Know that you can take this intention with you throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your life. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.